Good day, this is a.j.farzad with a.j.farzad.com, where you can see a link to my Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube videos for training. Good day, this is AJ with a.j.farzad.com. This is going to be a quick video explaining why we concentrate on meditating and relating that to sales, finance, marketing, training, etc. So I want to combine two things, and we're going to record the first part of this for my little Instagram thing. So I want you guys to think about two things. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill said that thinking is the hardest thing a man can do. That's why so few people do it. And in the law of attraction principles that Abraham-Hicks teach, they mention that it is easier for humans to not think about anything as opposed to thinking positive thoughts. So all day long, most of us, if you live in the real world and you're not in a mountain meditating, you're bombarded with negativity constantly. It seems to be in our DNA to complain. We relish complaining, the water cooler talk, the picking up the phone when somebody breaks up with us. We enjoy complaining, and these are all negativity. Okay, so as we know, with the law of attraction, everything has to do with momentum. The more you think about something, the more it gains momentum, right? So let's say we're in a sales dump, for example, right? So every one of your accounts have their sales cycle, their capital expenditure cycle, etc. in November, and right now you're sitting in March or April, right? So what are you doing? You're constantly going, oh crap, I'm going to go to the next meeting. They're going to tell me the same thing, da-da, right? So in the face of something like this, your reality has a lot of momentum, right? That's what we've been working on. That's what we've been talking about. Is the reason why most people go about by default is because our reality, what's happening to us, has a lot of momentum. What we have to realize is that current reality is based on the thoughts that we have previously thought. But having said that, how do you change it? How do you change this whole thing? It's very easy to say that, okay, everything is a two-sided stick, right? What I don't want, what I do want. But what Abraham-Hicks teaches us is same thing that Napoleon Hill was saying. When you are in the face of something that is really, really difficult, it's hard to go and face a customer that tells you, I'm not going to be able to spend anything until November, and you're sitting in March and say, okay, I don't want a customer that doesn't want to buy things. I want a customer that wants to buy things. By thinking about, I want a customer to want to buy things, you're also thinking about the resistance part. So how do we go about changing that? The easiest way that Abraham-Hicks seminars on the law of attraction teaches is meditating. Why? Because it's easier to stop thinking about negativity than to change completely to a positive thought in the face of the reality that is counter to what we want. So when you are going to sleep, we have discussed, when you're sleeping, you're not sending out any vibration, right? So that stops the momentum briefly. In the morning when you wake up, you have a brief moment before that same momentum starts to take off, right? This would be different if you can catch the ball right at the top of the hill, right? If this was just a brief situation where, okay, you've been doing great, you're making tons of sales, and one thing just went wrong, it's easier to switch to the other side of things. What I'm talking about here specifically is a long-term dump, essentially, right? So the momentum has gone very rapidly, and if you try to stand in front of the rolling ball, it's going to just roll right over you. So it is easier in the morning, before the vibration starts going, to meditate. What does that mean? You're clearing your thoughts. You're not thinking anything that will lead to more thoughts that will lead to more thoughts. You're counting your breath. Excuse me. You're listening to a sound of air conditioning. You're going through even a guided meditation, which kind of talks you through 1, 2, 3, breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out, right? You're doing this for 10, 15 minutes. You want to start with maybe 1 to 2 to 3 minutes at first, okay, until you get comfortable with it. But ideally, you want to reach a 15-minute period where you can just breathe. Don't concentrate on anything else. Don't touch your emails, because at that point, when you are not sending out that negative vibration, you are putting yourself in a state of receiving. So all the desires, all the visualization, everything that we've been talking about that you have been building up in the law of attraction, using the law of attraction, it's already there for you. You're resisting it. Meditation is the easiest way to put you in an allowing state where everything can come to you. That's why we stress meditating. It doesn't have to be sitting on a bed of nails or walking on hot coals. It's as easy as just breathing 15 minutes every day. And soon you'll start realizing that your vibration is higher. You're not getting pissed off as quickly. People are not able to knock you off balance as quickly. And that is the key. That's when you start receiving everything that you want, and you start manifesting and creating your reality the way you want it to be, instead of going about by default, feeling good when things are good, feeling like crap when somebody cuts you off on a freeway. Does that make sense? All right, good. So this is a good time for a break, and I will stop the video and we'll continue. Thank you for listening, and if you would like to have this type of training for your organization, please email me at aj@a.j.farzad.com. To your success.